And we're back at the top again today with yet another type to go back over. Back in week 28 on the road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, we looked at a very stone cold type. It's been a long time since that video, but I did say I'd go over every type to see what Generation 7 improved or made worse about each type, while also going over what I said to see if any of those ideas made sense. With that, let's gravelly go where no person has gone before, as we look at the rock type, the 9th type we looked at from over a year ago. Speaking of the number 9, according to Bulbapedia, the rock type is the 9th rarest type. In other words, it's right in the middle of the group, so this is not a small nor a large amount of Pokemon contained within. Regardless, we ended up with 7, technically 5, new rock type Pokemon, beginning with all 3 Lycanroc forms, Day, Midnight, and Dusk forms respectively. Alolan Golem is back again once again with still way better facial hair than me. What, it didn't change from when we went over the electric type, come on. Minior joins the games, making Lunatone and Solrock look bad. Just what we needed, another floating rock. It looks like it came straight out of Super Mario Galaxy for crying out loud. Nihilego is the first of 2 Ultra Beasts, but we know that this one is more of a nihilist than the other, since the other is Stakataka, which, unlike a Jenga tower, won't actually fall over. As for new moves for the rock type, well, safe to say it, they really took it for granted. Only one non-Z move rock type move was introduced. We'll get to the Z moves first, however, as we have Continental Crush, the general rock type Z move, and Splintered Storm Shards, the signature Z move of Lycanroc. Speaking of Lycanroc, Accelerock is also its signature move, as it's a 40 base power priority move where the user smashes into the target at a high speed. This move always goes first. And as always, we have the updates made to older Pokemon that were added with the start of Generation 7. Let's rock and roll on ahead to see what we're working with. Roggenrola and Boldore now get weak armor, and their evolution Gigalith can now summon the sand with Sandstream. Crustal's attack has been boosted from 95 to 105. Corsola's special defense has been upped from 85 to 95, while also gaining base defense and HP, 85 to 95 and 55 to 65 respectively. It's the stat boost trifecta. Sudowoodo now gets to use Head Smash. Both Lunatone and Diancie get access to Power Gem. Glad the latter gets it finally. Basculin can also smash its head really hard by using Head Smash. And to start with the Ultra Sun and Moon changes, Avalugg can now use Wide Guard. Onix can now use Wide Guard as well. And that wraps up all the changes made to our favorite Pokemon. What change was your favorite? Okay, so check it. Way back when we went over the rock type for the first time, I had Whoopsire helping me out. He has been oddly absent, so I'm going alone here. Regardless, that video came out a year ago, and I don't expect you to remember what was said specifically, so let's get a quick refresh on that, shall we? The first improvement I mentioned was that we didn't have enough special rock-type attacks. Well, this generation changed nothing about that, as we gained a grand total of 0 new special rock-type moves. GameFreak really doesn't tend to add things that need addressing. Well, almost. They did finally give Diancie Power Gem. So I was in a race with the old rock types, and I won nearly every time. Well, except for Aerodactyl, and I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling trainers reviving one. Well, after Generation 7 began, I got all the new rock types together for another race, and they beat me before I even said go. Man, these new Pokemon are fast. That's all I ever wanted. No, really, the improvement I mentioned was that we needed more fast rock types. Well, with Lycanroc and Nihilego in play now, they did just that. The Madmen! Well, except for Stakataka, he fell out of the lead faster than losing a Jenga. Remember how I said that we got a bunch of new fast Pokemon? Well, those are pretty offensive threats, now aren't they? We did get new defensive threats as well, but the problem is it does not align with what I said before. Way back when, I said that we needed tankier rock-type Pokemon with access to reliable recovery. And that idea went under the radar, which is idiotic by the way. Really, Game Freak? You're just gonna leave us with Cradily? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Cradily, but I can't take any chances. With the first Road to Pokemon Switch video getting restricted monetarily, you can't tell me that Cradily and its suggestive head isn't gonna cause problems here too. At least I don't have to show Mara from Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, nuts, now I have to. Darn it. So where does this leave the rock type? Let's check the charts and find out. Alrighty, you know the drill here. We're looking at the unused type combinations for the rock type heading into Generation 7. There were quite a few of them, but I think we have a few to check off. Remember that this chart does not take into account of Megas, Legends, or Forms. I'll let you know if one of any new Pokemon breaks the rules. Before Generation 7, the rock type had yet to be paired with the normal type, the fighting type, the poison type, the ghost type, and the electric type. Well, we were able to check off 2 of these type combinations. The rock-poison type combination was used by the nihilistic Nihilego, while the rock-electric type was taken by a Alolan Golem, who's still showing off that stupid facial hair. I know, okay? It's better than mine. Stop gloating. Sylvester Stallone put, that's all the changes in the updates to the rock type. What changes do you like? What do you dislike? What would you have changed? Am I too rocky for you? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed and want to climb to the top, go ahead and smack the like button as high as it can go, and subscribe to start the climb today. With that, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we do. Why am I on a rocky road? What? Get me off of this!